So, I want to make a Naruto character. I've already made one a couple months back. I'll post them right now. Here they are. But ever since I was a little kid, I've wanted to make Naruto characters. And by kid, I mean like before middle school. Middle school is when I was into my Soul Eater shit. But before middle school, I was 100% full on into Naruto. I have very vague memories of like discussing with some friends, like making our own Naruto characters and shit like that. But I figured now that I'm an adult and I know a decent amount about anatomy and character design, I can make a pretty decent Naruto character. So as you can see right now, this is some unsped footage of me sketching out a pose. Basically, when I'm making these character designs, sometimes I go with just a static pose of them facing front and just posing basically. Other times, I just like to give them a more characterized pose. So this character, I was thinking maybe they could be like kind of like slouched and like their arms could just be flopping in front of them. You'll see in a bit that this did not work out that well, and I just didn't like how it looked, even though I only tried it like once. But at that point I knew, I was like, no, this is not the mood or the feel that I want to go with for this character. But that's okay, because this was basically more or less a warm-up. Now, what I'm about to start drawing now, right now, as you can see, yep, right there, I am drawing the quote-unquote final image of what this character would look like. I already had the character design mostly in my head to an extent, but basically when I was drawing this character, the way I went about designing them is that I looked at Naruto designs and I also looked at OC designs. I do this quite a bit when I'm designing characters for like other series, like OCs for like anime and crap like that, which I don't really do that often anymore. I used to do it a lot when I was younger, but not that much anymore. Anyway, so this with this method, I basically take inspiration from what other people have drawn, and I apply it to what I can make. And I adapt it to to fit my style and like my way and method of drawing these characters. Now, right now, I'm drawing the hair. The hair is a bit weird. At first I wanted to go with like a spiky kind of hair look, kind of like Tamari, Gaara, and wow, I forgot his name, Kankuro. Spiky hair, basically. As you can see, I drew some pigtails. I did not go with this though. I just went with for some still a bit spiky, but I mostly went with hair that goes down the back of the neck. The thing is that it's like, yeah, like the pigtails do add a bit of a better silhouette, but you know, like I just didn't like how it looked. Mostly with this character, because you know this character is supposed to look a little bit older, like 16, 15 around there, and I just thought that the pigtails didn't really work out. Mostly just the way I drew them, so I just kind of scrapped that. And from there, I just gave them kind of like some kind of smooth, kind of spiky straight hair, and I think that turned out okay. Yeah, the pigtails kind of gave a better silhouette, but I'll live with the decision. I think this character turned out pretty good in the end without the pigtails. So as you can see, I'm just drawing the body. I'm kind of shifting everything, making sure everything is oriented properly. So basically this character is a ninja that is able to use genjutsu to manipulate time. Now that sounds a bit weird, and a little broken, and I will say it kind of is, but it's mostly, she doesn't really manipulate time with other people. She manipulates the time that she perceives. So what she'll do is that she'll manipulate time so that she can perceive things slower, so that she can react quicker, and it makes her a lot faster with her taijutsu. And you'll see in a bit, and I'll get to that when I get to it, that she uses some Earth-style I believe they're called ninjutsus, if I'm correct. She uses Earth-style ninjutsus later on with a certain aspect to her design, but we haven't gotten to that part yet, so... I remember designing her top, her outfit. I saw an OC that had an outfit that was kind of similar to this. I'm not going to post it because I don't know the original source, but it was a black outfit and they had like a puppet centipede wrapping around their body. It looked really cool. I'd post it, but I would rather be able to get the source for that, and but anyway, because I saw it on Pinterest or something, but through Google Images. But anyway, I just saw that and I was like, I really like how that looks. I want to give this character something similar along those lines, and that's basically what I did. When it comes to character design, my philosophy is I kind of just, when I come up with a character, I basically just do whatever I think looks nice. And from there, that's when I say what works and what doesn't, I have a lot of characters that I designed them purely out of just the one singular idea. Like I have 3 ASMR characters for D&D, and each of them I designed with the concept of incorporating a celestial body in their halo. So one of them has, their halo is in the shape of a moon, the other one is in the shape of a sun, the other one is in the shape of a star, and from there I kind of designed their character based off of that idea alone. And with this character, I mostly based this character's design off of the concept of time. Now, as you can see, there's not a lot going on in their design that makes you think, oh yeah, time, obviously, right? But there is one big aspect of her character that I haven't drawn yet that I'm about to start drawing in a bit. There's one big aspect of the character's design that I definitely wanted to incorporate with in time, and I might as well say it now. Basically, this character she's been working on a jutsu ever since she was a kid. Well, a smaller kid. She's been working on a jutsu where she basically forms the earth around her. She levitates the ground and the rock and all that shit. She levitates that, and she forms it into a massive stone clock. And that clock is supposed to do something. No one knows what it does. Not even she knows what it does. She just knows that when she finishes the clock, something's gonna happen. Something either really good or really bad. It all just depends on how she uses it and how she contextualizes it, I guess, I've been really into the whole doomsday clock aesthetic theming crap lately. I made a character very recently, a D&D character. Their whole shtick is that it revolves around time and, like a Groundhog Day sort of thing, where she's like reliving the same week over and over again, and then like at the end of the week everyone fucking dies to like a plague or something. That sort of thing, doomsday. And if you knew me growing up, you knew that one of my favorite games growing up was Majora's Mask. That's a pretty big doomsday thing, with the moon falling and all that. There's another game called Pathologic, which it's kind of doomsday-ish, in the sense that you have 12 days to survive through, and by the end of that, the town is fucking dead from, again, a plague. And then recently in another game called Limbus Company, there's a monster in that game called the Doomsday Calendar, and that's basically that design. Again, I'll put it up right now. That design for the monster, that's mostly where I got the inspiration to make this character's clock. The circular stone shape. Except in this case, the clock itself is just the circumference, if not mistaken. It's the circumference of the clock itself and not the actual inner workings of the clock. There's no actual design inside of the clock. It's just the outline of the clock made of stones. And as you can see, I'm drawing it right now. I put a circle sketch in the back so that I could do a quick outline of it. Yeah, that's mostly my philosophies when it comes to character design. And like, I really just do whatever I think is cool. You know, I've seen a number of videos saying where like people giving advice saying like, oh hey, here's how you can make a better character design, and the best way to do that is to give them a very distinct silhouette and all that. And this is like my third take of this video. In the second take, I bitched like so much about silhouettes that like the entire duration of the video was just me complaining about, you know, silhouettes, and I'm not gonna do that this time around. But you know, like I don't know, like a silhouette can, yes, it can make or break a design to an extent, but it's like, the way I see it is that it's like based on like what I saw and heard from these people like giving the advice, it's like they only focused on the silhouette itself. They didn't focus on what the design of the character actually was. They just cared about making a good looking silhouette, and I just don't think you should do that. Like, I mean, yeah, keep the silhouette in mind, but don't base your character's design completely around the silhouette, because at the end of the day, in my opinion at least, you know, yeah, you can have a really nice looking silhouette, but the actual substance and design of the character can just be completely crap, you know? I can't really think of any at the top of my head, because I'm not really too critical on these things, but most character designs I've seen, especially like through video games and movies and stuff, most character designs are like pretty solid. They have solid silhouettes, and then like the content of the design itself is, yeah, it's really good. A lot of the time when it comes to like anime and cartoons, mostly anime I will say, in anime, you know, you see a lot of character designs that are based solely around like the shape of the head and the hair, you know? Like, look at fucking like Goku, you know, from Dragon Ball. Look at Goku. Look at Naruto with his spiky hair. Look at Sasuke from Naruto with his spiky hair, you know? Look at Kakashi. Look at Black Star from Soul Eater, you know? Look at all the soldiers in Attack on Titan with their maneuver gear. Like, the maneuver gear alone with the Attack on Titan characters, that gear alone solidifies a good character silhouette. But not only is the character silhouette good because of the maneuver gear, just the design of the gear and the weaponry itself is good. And, you know, like, yeah, like the silhouette's good, but does it look cool? You know, like, I think that's what they were. I don't know if I'm not the creators, obviously, but I'm pretty sure they made that so that it could, one, look cool, and so that, two, it could create a more unique looking silhouette. Not only that, but in the context of animating the actual thing, it makes for a lot of really flowing character designs. It makes for a lot of flowing action scenes. The action scenes in Attack on Titan where they're using the maneuver gear, it's enhanced because of the way the gear allows them to move around the field, you know? Now, off the topic of character silhouettes, coloring. So for these colors, I wanted to go with like a shade of blue. I was mostly looking at the Sand siblings in Naruto. You know, Gaara, Temari, Kankuro. I was looking at them, and I was thinking to myself, okay, like, what can I take away from these colors and designs, and what can I add, or like, what can I do to this character's design that I could take from them? And I didn't really take a lot. Again, mostly I was getting from OCs and crap like that. I did notice that Temari does have a bit of I believe it's a darker blue in her, I think, Shippuden design. and Gaara, of course, stays red, and then Kankuro is black, you know. And then their sensei, whose name I have no idea what the hell it is, he has like browns and greens and all that, you know. So I wanted to make something a little more unique because from the way I see it, when you think like a sand ninja, you think warmer colors, so like oranges, reds, browns. Now, as you can see, though, I am going the more cool side, you know, blues and grays and purples and blacks and stuff with red accents. I think that looked really nice. But later on, I'm gonna basically be changing the color of the character's design as a whole, and you'll see that I liked that a lot more, and that's what I stuck with. But when I showed this design to my friends, one of them said it looks good, but the colors are a little too similar to that of the Akatsuki from Naruto. And he had a good point. Like, when I saw that, I was like, you know what, yeah, that does look kind of Akatsuki-ish. And, you know, not that that's a bad thing or anything, it's just a little, it felt a little derivative, I guess. So I changed that. You know, with that in mind, I changed it to a greenish color with, like, I don't even know what color I could consider this. I guess it's like a really dull purplish color. You'll see in a bit right now. Right now I'm just working on the legs. As you can see, I'm adding some bandages so it mirrors the arms where there's the gloves and then the bandages itself. But yeah, this is just mostly me rambling about this character's design and what I liked about making it. As you can see, their name is Chiku Chiku, which is the Japanese onomatopoeia for tick. I was thinking about naming them TikTok, so Chikutaku, I think, is how you pronounce it. But I thought that was just a little too on the nose, so I just went with Tick Tick, so Chiku Chiku. So yeah, see, as you can see right here, I'm using the tonal correction, and I'm using I'm just using tonal correction to change the character's colors and the design of the outfit. As you can see, as you saw, I changed it from like a red to like a sort of green yellowish color, and then the navy blue, or whatever you want to consider that, it's like almost like a really desaturated plum color, you know. And I thought that looked really good. I thought it looked just a little bit more earthy, and yeah, I like this design. I'm really proud of this design. It's not as sand oriented as my last character, I think, because they're both sand ninjas. But you know what? I think this turned out pretty cool, and I'm pretty damn happy with this design. Will I keep on drawing them? I don't know. This might be a one-off thing, but we'll see in the future, you know? But that's basically it. That's mostly all I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to talk about my character designs. And yeah, that's basically it. Have a good one. Thanks for watching, and yeah, that's it. Later. Bye.